Hello. We are level 2 ranged, attempting our first full hobgoblin kill, which will actually be our first kill ever with ranged on this account. Why go against hobgoblins for our first ranged kill? Won't it take forever because they have level 35 defense? Okay, well, first of all, why do you know hobgoblin's defense level? That's kind of suspicious. Second of all, this is my champion scroll only Ironman. The only thing it's allowed to do is kill champion scroll dropping monsters. Last time, we started our battle with hobgoblins. We got a bunch of upgrades once we unlocked telekinetic grab, and now we're trying to level ranged, so we'll be able to fight the skeleton champion when we do the champion challenges at the very end. But before we get into this epic battle, we actually have to go back in time a little bit. I skipped this in the last episode, but before we got the upgrades with telekinetic grab, I actually continued doing the curse and melee combo until we used up all of our available runes. Our limiting factor here was water runes, but we'll slowly be building those back up. The important part is that we continue to level up magic, so we'll be able to defeat the champion bosses at the end that require magic. And leveling up magic without using our precious limited air runes is important, because as I've stated previously, there are no more air rune drops for the rest of this account. The next champion monsters that we'll be killing don't actually drop any air runes at all, so we're stuck with about 3,000 of those, which is definitely more than enough, and we can use some of them to level, but it's just nicer to not have to risk it. In addition to finishing up using the runes I had for Curse, I got to 72 Strength and then started training some defense, so I can not prayer flick as much. Also got some fun drops like these rune javelins, which have the same rarity as a loop half or tooth half of key, so we could have gotten something nice instead, sad. And also a diamond, which is useless, but we have one now, so that's pretty neat. Then it finished up with getting a defense level, and at this point I remembered, oh hey, I needed to go get those items with telekinetic grab, even though I unlocked that a while back. And yeah, we're all caught up now. We can go back to this epic battle. And really I'm just stalling, because this battle is anything but epic. We really have gone full circle. This is pretty much like it was at the beginning of this account, fighting goblins. Taking absurd amounts of time to get a single kill, not really expecting any noteworthy drops, every kill a huge deal, and hoping that it brings the scroll. Well, I guess it isn't the same in that sense, because we really actually don't want these guys to drop the scroll until we get a higher range level. The rest of the monsters are quite a bit stronger, so it would be a lot more difficult to train ranged against those, and it would actually be beneficial if we're stuck here for a while, as boring as that would be on the content side. A huge problem that we have is the shortbow with iron arrows. These are garbage. Even at pretty high range levels, we would still be really slow at killing these things, so this grind is probably going to take a while. We did get level 3 range during that kill, so that's pretty good. Our max hit is actually 2 now, so subsequent kills will be effectively half as much time as this first one. So that was our 975th hobgoblin kill in total, and nothing of note was dropped. I would say that this might be one of our longest grinds yet, but actually I'll probably run out of arrows in a reasonable amount of time, so it shouldn't be that long. And really, if we're able to kill a hobgoblin at all, we should be able to kill the final skeleton champion that requires ranged at the end. So I'll probably just train ranged up to like 30 or 40 and then switch back to melee.
This is just the beginning.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. I was just defending my newest video. Oh, what's this? What the heck? Hello? Hey, this is not accept. 31 ranged. I got so into learning the new prayer flicking pattern that I kind of blazed past 30 ranged. I used my character animation to prayer flick, and shortbow attack intervals on rapid style are 3 game ticks instead of the 4 game ticks that scimitars take. So it was a little bit different, and I was kind of interested in finding good cues to flick on since I've never flicked for shortbows. And as long as the servers aren't lagging, this seems pretty reliable for me to double click when he pulls out an arrow, releases an arrow, and his left hand is returned to his side. But anyway, we're stopping the montage because I actually realized that I'm even more dumb than I keep saying I am. This is incredibly embarrassing, but it took me this long to realize that these were safe spottable. At this point, I've killed a little over 100 of these guys using range, and I could have been chilling instead of worrying about prayer flicking. I'm honestly a failure of a RuneScape player. I was going to stop training range soon, but I'll probably keep at this for a while since it's basically free now as long as I have iron arrows. And I still have over 2,000. I've been pretty careful to make sure I pick up all of them as I go. I don't think I've let any despawn on the floor yet. And at 34 range, our kills are actually way faster than I was expecting with this elementary equipment. Compared to the first kill, which took like 12 minutes, we're flying through them at this point. "24.5 seconds. Yeehaw! Dadgum, that's fast." So then I basically cleaned up the rest of 40 ranged. And that puts us at 1,287 hobgoblin kills, so about a little over 300 hobgoblin kills with the normal wooden shortbow. Best weapon of all time, I suppose. And at this point I want to move back to training defense so that I hopefully don't have to prayer flick as much for the next monster I go to. I'm probably going to try to round out to 70 defense. We'll probably reevaluate at that point. I still do have to prayer flick some against these hobgoblins if I don't want to take any healing breaks. And first Raynar Seed from hobgoblins on kill 1319. Feels good. Okay, we got a big milestone coming in right here. "17 Herblore." This literally unlocks nothing, but it feels good to be making progress in our most important skill that does absolutely nothing. 17 from cleaning herbs. Very, very good. Very good. And adding another nice seed to my collection. Big money, very cool. Alright, so I came to this weird realization that I won't actually level up magic unless I train it, believe it or not. I was waiting to use nature runes on high level alchemy, but that's not until level 55 magic, a crisp 20 levels away. And I may not even reach that level on this account, to be honest. So while waiting for my health to regen, I decided to start using low level alchemy. Turns out, I don't really have any items I want to alch either, so I decided to alch earth runes, which I should be getting plenty of at Earth Warriors later on, so earth runes shouldn't be a big deal. And you can actually see the experience gain with every cast, so you already know there's going to be a really quick leveling montage on its way. "40 magic. That's pretty great for a quick break. Time to get back to training and defense, I guess. 68 defense, and we've killed just over 2,500 hobgoblins at this point, so we're just passing halfway on the drop rate. The drop rate is about 5,000 kills, so we've got a ways to go. That is the thing. That's the item, the paper, the scroll. Ah, yes. Here we go. "You won't defeat me, though you're welcome to try at the Champions Guild." Well, I have a response for that. "You start by melting 1/2 a cup of unsalted butter, then you whisk in 1/2 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. After that cools off a little bit, you add 1 egg and a teaspoon of